Hello and welcome to ARCA and a new season of iRacing here. We are here in week one of, I believe, season three of 2025. I guess correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really pay too much attention to all that, but I do know it is the first week of a new season, and we are here in ARCA at Charlotte at the new scan of Charlotte, or I guess it's just a refresh, right? We didn't actually get a new scan. I guess correct me if I'm wrong on that one too. Maybe I should do a little more research before I start yapping, but we are ready to do a little bit of racing right after we do a little bit of qualifying first in this one. I do know that at least the track visually looks a little bit different, and I would assume they probably didn't have to rescan it again because the old scan's not all that old. But we got some nice looking visuals. Got the fencing, for example, the new 3D fencing, looking pretty darn good, I think. And plenty of updated visuals. I heard the inside of the racetrack's looking much better now too. Like if you do the Roval, it looks really nice down there. But today we're doing the Oval, which a lot of people would wish the real Roval was the Oval. A lot of times it seems like, but hopefully this race will be a good one for us. The setup feels real tight to me. I feel like I wish the setup was not quite as tight. A little disappointing because it feels like the setups have been really fun on the intermediate tracks. A lot of the time in the recent ARCA races, but feeling a little bit hard on the right front, unfortunately, here right now. Let's see what we can do. Get it down to the bottom. Second lap is, in my experience, a little bit faster. It feels like the tires get up to temp and you can hit a little bit better of a lap, but I'm not doing that great anyway, I guess. P4 at the moment. Although it is a very strong field. It is a 3.8K strength of field. And we are the number 6 car, so maybe 4th isn't too bad after all. So you can see the laps that are in right now. And we've got some low numbers that maybe aren't quite qualified yet, so we might be falling down a little bit more. Looks like we could have benefited. We could have maybe gone another 10th faster. In fact, it's looking like I should have taken the bottom in 1 and 2. Uh-oh. That seemed like it was maybe better. I probably could have flat-footed that even. I think the track conditions that I practiced in, maybe the track wasn't quite as fresh. Maybe I got myself thinking that the high line is where you want to be in 1 and 2, but really it was just everybody had run the bottom for so long that the high line was better in that particular session. Because now that I'm feeling it, there's a lot of grip down here. I'm wondering I could have left some time on the table there. But hopefully we'll be alright. Got about, where does it say it here? About 1 minute remaining. So hopefully we won't fall too much further. I would really like to not be too far back with how these races can be. There can definitely be a big wreck that hopefully we don't have to avoid. And hopefully can be in front of, but that it's going to be tough if we're not starting right at the front to begin with. Especially because guys might be overdriving at the start. This is going to be a real tough one to survive, I think. Especially beginning of the season on a free track, low license car. I think you could get lots of really high aggression. I already got wrecked in practice by a guy not holding his line on the bottom. Just drifted up into me and hit me. And that was like the first lap I ran, so maybe a bad omen. Right now, holding on to P6, it looks like we got about 5 seconds left, so might be able to hold on to that at least. Got Barrett in here.
That's the end of the session, P6.
Give him a hello, good luck. Looks like he's starting P8, so he's going to be right behind us. Let's see here. Make sure everything's saved. Yes, yes. I don't think we're going to be using any brake, but I turned it down a little bit just in case the handling goes really, really tight. I do think it's going to be on the right rear quite a bit by the way it's handling, but have not watched any races yet this week.
Okay, Colton. Our pace should be strong today. Aim to finish in the
So I
top
could be totally wrong.
6th place.
But it definitely feels like it's handling tight to me right now.
The estimated SOF is 3,800.
There's that high strength of field, even on a random Tuesday night.
Keep it clean. The DNF
Imagine the
today
first
will
races of the
be
week must have been pretty over the top in terms of strength of field. I bet those were pretty strong fields. Interestingly, though, a lot of higher car numbers in front of us. Of course, those are guys with 3,000 plus iRating a lot of the time, so it's not like they're slow or anything. This is such a strong field. But interesting that the 1 through 5 cars, you know, the 3 car back in 10th, 2 back in 13th, and then you got like the 1.
Make sure you slow down, Colton, and wait up for me, okay?
Well, we'll see. I'm going to try to keep it off the right front a little bit.
There you go.
We'll see if that's going to matter much. I know it's going to be kind of pack racing.
Hey, healing, good news. I don't see any Red Bull cars, so that means we're not going to get wrecked on like lap 1.
Yeah, that's the...
Well, be careful, I might be the cause of it.
This is a rolling start. Follow
No,
car
I'm
number
back out of
23.
my arm.
You are out of
Yeah, I
time.
missed the grid.
One to go. Next time by. You're on the outside this time. Pit road is closed.
Alright, so P6, what is the game plan here? Do I want to try to go out and get some track position? Because I think dirty air is going to be kind of rough as well. It's only going to make the car tighter. Man, it's going to be such a tough balancing act, because I don't want to just let all the guys that are going 100% just blow in front of me and then wreck, and then what happens then? Probably bad things. But at the same time, I don't want to just kill my right front. Maybe I try to get some early track position and then see if we can't hold on to it a little bit. I don't know if I'll be able to get into clean air from row 3. But then again, maybe if I'm trying to save tire, I'll end up getting run over anyway. Not by Barrett, but by a lot of the guys. I just know a lot of guys don't try to save the tire on these intermediates, and sometimes you get situations where it gets sketchy.
Okay,
Those car is off. Time to do your job.
But we are green here at New Charlotte, new scanned Charlotte. Run over the guy in front of us. We got a pretty good jump.
Still there. Hold your line.
Wasn't expecting the checkout, my bad.
Still there.
Yeah, a little bit of a checkup. Sounds like.
Clear.
Draft, of course, going to be really big here.
I apologize for that.
They updated the Gen 4, but they did not update
Clear.
the ARCA car, even though it was kind of getting the same issues. There's also been a moth in here since I got home that has been dive bombing me every like 15 minutes, hitting me in the face and then running off to hide. So I'm just waiting to be 4 wide and then that moth come and smack me in the face. Really looking to look forward to when that happens.
Car on the low side.
But we're gonna get to the outside here, lift off a little bit,
Still there. at
get
the
that
bottom.
clean air on the outside. Hopefully it'll turn a little bit.
Keep high.
I don't know if you want to give up that out. Wow, he didn't really turn in very well, very much. I'm gonna just try to keep it partial throttle on that near the exit, and you're gonna want to try to be in the draft. I think a lot of the time.
Inside.
I don't know how well this is gonna do with my tire though. If I'm driving in the second lane all race. We got the 2 car off pace. I'm not sure how that happened. Must have been some sort of accident already.
The car ahead has just done
Stay high.
29.69.
Car on the low
But
side.
that's gonna be rough on that guy's iRating. I'm sure he's got like 6,000 plus to be the number 2 car in this field.
inside.
This 20 is just still on my inside. I really don't want to be in this outside lane if I can avoid it, but I can't get clear.
Yeah, terrible.
Still there, inside.
I'm sorry for I just had no clue you were there.
Gonna get stuck behind the 15, unfortunately.
Clear.
Okay, able to get to the
I
bottom.
cleared that one dude, and I didn't know that there was a car under there. My spotter did not go over.
3's moving forward. He wants that outside lane. He's not too worried about
Still there, hold your line.
using up the tires a little bit at this point.
Your lap time was
Stay low, to the
29.
car on the
Take
high
9.
side. Clear. Outside. Still there.
Trying to save up my stuff a little bit. Hopefully we're not about to go 3 wide. This guy's like low, like lifting on the end of the straightaway, it feels like. He's going real slow all of a sudden, the 15. Such close pack racing. It's kind of wild.
Your lap time was 30.
I feel like I'm going to get destroyed from behind here any minute.
Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear. Outside. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. We're in the middle.
Wrecks me.
Outside is clear.
Thanks,
Car
20.
outside. You've got wheel damage. Clear high. Wrecking
What
in
the
turn
fuck just
4.
happened?
Got dumped into 3 by the 20.
Yo,
Looks like you're
Right,
going
so I've had the
so.
meatball
You'll need to
flag.
tow back to
Okay,
pit lane.
Colton, the next
Press and
car
hold
is
the reset
Salo,
button
car
and we'll
number
come and get you.
21.
That's
Their
an honest
rating is
mistake.
2.9. Pit lane speed limit is
What did he say?
45 miles per hour.
I saw a
On
car
exit, we
driving
should be in
sideways.
position 20.
Like, how?
A few seconds behind.
Pit
Unless
stop
he's
in
lagging.
He's
10,
got loads of fuel. Luke behind is pitting.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
I don't feel like
One
continuing.
car remaining. Wilfredson, car number 15.
Well, that sucks. I had a feeling we weren't going to survive this race, but I hoped we would last longer than lap 7. Jesus, why does it always pump the volume up so high? I don't want it that loud. And now I have to do extra clicks to turn it down. No, I don't want 8 decibels gained for no reason. Thank you. I had no control over that. The cart was sideways and it just gripped up at that time. I didn't hear what he said. What was his excuse? Where do I click to hear them now? Is that even an option anymore? To hear? Oh, here it is.
What are you doing, bro? Car driving.
It was an honest mistake.
It was an honest mistake. Yeah, that doesn't sound like
I saw a car
sorry.
driving sideways. Like, sorry.
So, rather than sorry, it's an honest mistake. But, yeah, I mean, you could still actually care a little bit, though, but oh well, that wouldn't be iRacing. So, unfortunately, first race of the season does not go well. We make it 7 laps. Actually, 6 3/4 laps. So, sorry that we didn't get much experience in this one, since he made an honest mistake. We'll go and see what other incidents happened once I figure out how this new UI works. Here we go. Lap 1. Felt like we were doing okay. I was able to hold some track position, get some track position early with the outside line, and then I was just letting my tires cool down a little bit for a while. Since I had run a number of laps on the outside and was worried that I had been using my right front a little bit too much. But when trying to cool the tires down in that bottom lane, we just got run over. So, how do I change my angle? Here it is. Right. So, incidents. Go. 3, that's nothing. Lap 3. 17 gets the wall pretty good there. And then decides to run through that turf.
It's going to be clear and then not clear.
Oh, wow, and then 7 cutting across the whole track. They were all bumping up against each other there. And then I guess the 7 thought he was clear, and definitely was not. Gets into the 4. Can this go away? I don't need that anymore. Anyway. They go for a spin, and now that's going to be a penalty, dude. That just ruins the whole 7's race, but it was kind of on him for just blindly turning left. 17 trying to catch whatever started here. What exactly started this? Entering turn 3. It looks like the 18 didn't really turn in much, but it's still on the 17 for just turning in, assuming he would turn down. There was a time or two where the guy on my inside didn't really turn down that much. You can't really just turn into the guy.
God fucking damn it, why would you come back down the track?
Tries to catch it. And then we get dumped by the 20, and his honest mistake.
You drove into my left rear.
Takes out the 19 as well,
Maybe
unfortunately.
like
I just
2.5 lanes.
held my brakes, trying to stay predictable.
Brother, I was the one behind you. You're yelling at the wrong guy.
And we get clipped a little bit there, but
That's unbelievable.
not much can be done about that when you get sent sideways. Then the 13 kind of clears himself.
Had a good race going till then.
He's up in the wall.
Car stopped right on the racing line, almost killed me.
Miller ahead is pitting.
14 doesn't turn in, and then massive netcode kills the 11. Is that what they're talking about now, maybe? I don't think so, because he says, sorry, we were 3 wide. He doesn't turn into the corner, but it was obviously massive netcode that caused that. And then, oh boy,
The leader,
lots of
Wilfredson,
guys caught
is
up in that
pitting.
one. And I have no idea why that guy's just driving back onto the surface like that. He just comes up and runs into a guy that was trying to dodge it. His car was probably more broken than he thought, and he didn't really have the same control he thought he did over it. And then trying to get to pit road, find some barrels there for the 18. And I believe we are caught up. How is Barrett doing? Did he survive all that? Yeah, he's doing alright. He's P6. So, rooting for Barrett, but our race for now is over. So, that'll do it for this one. We're going to lose probably, I don't know, 100 iRating or something. Maybe not as much. Maybe like 70 or something, since it's such a strong field, but could have fooled me. Lots of honest mistakes in this race. So, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.